another Heavy Metal Minute. Welcome to another Heavy Metal Minute. I'm Moses Magnum, and I got a Heavy Metal Minute for you. Um, in the news this week, Spotify, if you've listened to Heavy Metal Minute in the past, um, Spotify has had some issues with artists and royalties, and even the head CEO, or the CEO, that's redundant. Um, the CEO said something along the lines of, if artists want to get more out of Spotify, they should make more content. And it's basically like, just release a song every day and you'll get more hits. It's essentially the Instagram algorithm model of for artists, which is not how art works. At least not music. It's a collaborative effort. A little harder to do like that. I mean, we've seen how music has changed with the availability of being able to do something at any given time. You know, I don't think Led Zeppelin would have made When the Levee Breaks if they had GarageBand on their phone. You know what I mean? However, although now Spotify has a new way of helping artists, and it's basically saying they sign up for this promotional royalty program where they get rid of some royalties, but they'll get put in on the radio version or the live play or whatever they call it. I don't know. I'm a little fuck. I don't use Spotify like that. I use Apple Music because I'm an old fuck. Let me see if I can give you the quote here. Let's see. Let's see here. This is the headline. Spotify offers artists increased exposure in exchange for even lower royalty rates. It says here, according to Spotify, they're introducing a new mechanic that will allow any content creator, podcasters, musicians, etc., to get in front of more listeners for free. All you have to do is agree to a promotional recording royalty rate for streams in personalized listening sessions. And according to metalinjection.net, in regular folk speak means any music that comes in radio and autoplay. Okay. And then it says, to ensure the tool is accessible to artists at any stage of their career, it won't require any upfront budget. Instead, labels or rights holders agree to be paid a promotional recording royalty rate for streams and personalized listening sessions where we provided this service. So it's essentially the Craigslist model of paying artists, which is like, hey, you can do special effects for my movie. I'm not gonna pay you, but you'll get exposure to like 90 or so students at my high school film festival. You know, that's not gonna work for artists. Not for me. There's other ways of making sure your artists are getting paid. One of which is merch. Another is, you got Bandcamp. Bandcamp is a good place where bands can highlight merch, music, and even daily content, like how the dude from Spotify says you should. But, I bought the new Mr. Bungle, which you're probably listening to unless YouTube gets mad. But their new EP, or demo as they call it, just dropped, and I couldn't buy their live stream because I knew I wasn't going to be able to watch it. I wasn't going to have the time. You had Halloween, then you had election, and it's like those things, you got to stay up for all these things. Either way, I bought their album on Bandcamp, and they get it. I pre-ordered it at a time where Bandcamp was offering no artist fees on a Friday, and now it came in the mail like yesterday, right on election day, and I listened to it this morning. It's great. You're listening to it now under my voice. keeping you from enjoying it. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. What do you think about Spotify's new way of doing artists? I'm willing to bet that the average listener of Spotify don't give a fuck what the what the artists are getting paid. They just want their fucking music. But yeah, prove me wrong in the comments.
In other heavy metal minute news, there's more Fear Factory drama. It's become a heavy metal minute tradition to talk about Fear Factory drama. And one of the latest things is Dino posting on Facebook a celebratory post of the 30th anniversary of Fear Factory. He said 30 years of fear, a nice little thumbnail picture. And he thanked everybody for making it happen, all the original members. Dino is the only one left. And, of course, there's going to be comments and reactions to it. And one fan said, it's not going to be the same without Burton C. Bell, the original singer. To which Dino replied, well, I'm glad it's not the same. Because, really, Burton did too many drugs, too much alcohol, didn't take care of his voice. He didn't even sound good live anymore. To which is everybody whoa, that's fucked up. I got to see Divine Heresy, Burton's other band, open up for Dino's other band, Asesino. And, at the Whiskey, good acoustics, legendary venue, and sounded great. But that was over 10 years ago. So, there it shows my age. But, who knows what's happened as of late. He went on to say, Dino that is, he went and contrasted Burton's vocals to, Howard Jones, Corey Taylor, and Mike Patton, and said basically, those guys actually went to vocal coaches. They took care of their voice. That's their instrument. They took care of it. They didn't abuse it. And that's why they can still do it. They can sing, scream, everything. Whereas Dino says Burton doesn't. So that's the latest bit in drama. I don't know what's going to be. I don't know what this new album. I already gave my money to Dino because Indiegogo and COVID. It's like, you know what? He needs money. I can't go to concerts, so I'll give money to artists whichever way I can. Through merch, Bandcamp, as you heard earlier, all of that. So, I don't know. If you're a Fear Factory fan, why don't you tell me what you think about this album coming up, Resurgence? Are you weary? Are you afraid? What do we have to hope for? Who can replace Burton, really? He's such an influential figure in this type of singing, this Napalm Death, growly, Godflesh type dry growl vocal, and then this cool melodic, almost 80s-ish vocal. So who can do that? I mean, people have done it. He influenced a lot, but who knows? We'll see. I'm Moses Magnum. This has been a Heavy Metal Minute.